Now with new content and mods out of the way, I can finally get back to just showing off weapons. For example, the wrenching whip here, which for some reason is called the hook weapon for this version. I mean, it does have a hook on the end. But also there have been a couple new changes with the newest patch here, most notably that mysterious blueprint up there. If I can see it a little bit easier. Looks like some sort of gigantic opal. I think that's one of the... might be the mutation that they were talking about in the patch notes that you cannot get. Don't even try, because you can't do it. Anyway, so this is part of the whole revisiting weapons that have been changed up a little bit since the first introduction of them. The hook whip here has gotten a kick with it. You get two hits, and then the wrenching actually has a purpose this time. It allows enemies to get you in range to get that nice critical damage there. Wow, that was pretty lucky. And also, you may notice, hey, it's live commentary for the first time in a while. I know I haven't done it too much lately, so why not try to make up for that by doing it right now? Also, another thing that's been changed up is a flamethrower turret, which now has better damage or something. I think overall... No, I don't have extra damage on fire. Okay. I think overall the fire has been buffed up quite a bit since it was... well, since this newest update came out. Or maybe even the King's Hand update. It lasts longer, does more damage. And I think even more than that, the flamethrower turret has been buffed up a little bit as well. But anyway, this isn't the flamethrower turret episode. That'll be, I don't know, next time, 2 times from now, later at the very least. No, we're looking at the wrenching whip today. So wrenching whip, I've never actually had a problem with when I've been using it. It's a pretty decent weapon. It's pretty much the whip, but what if the whip could attack faster, you know? And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that at all, because, hey, whip's big thing is a super gimmicky, slow hit, but then extreme amount of critical damage at its very end. So this is, you know, if you wanted to go full Castlevania and use a whip proper. And the main issue that I had with it last time was the fact that you couldn't really do too much. Nah, I like my current loadout. That you couldn't really do too much with the whip, with the wrenching whip's, you know, whole gimmickry of wrenching things towards you because, well, what does wrenching do? It's too minor on 99% of enemies, and it doesn't even work against bosses. I'm taking that. Ooh, well, hey, that's why we got the Reforger now in between levels. But yes, it's too minor of a wrenching ability for it to be all that useful. It's the same sort of issue with, say, the... Hey, look, I can go double whip. Slow, much faster, and you get a nice critical strike with it now. But anyway, the Impaler also has a pretty bad version of the whole wrenching thing. You can occasionally do stuff like that where I knock those enemies off the edge, but that comes rarely and is not really all that useful. I don't know, I think at the time when I was doing the wrenching whip, the original run of it, what I suggested was something along the lines of, I don't know, like making it so that the wrenching ability knocked enemies out of their attacks or something like that. Something that gave you a little extra incentive aside from just a pretty decent melee weapon. Something that you could really sink your teeth into, that you would want to pick that up over... Oh, yes, I did see this earlier. 25,000 now. Costs 1,000 cells to get, though. Which, while nice, I'm not going to grind that out right now. Where's my Reforger? What happened to the Reforger? Well, anyway, yeah, the wrenching whip originally was just a nice, decent weapon, had good range, went through shields, you could hit thornies in the back, whatever. Doesn't really matter all that much, all things considered, because, hey, you could easily... that's not that useful. I mean, sure, it's nice to be able to go through shield bearers, but it's not that good, and the range... I think that using something like the... what do you call it instead? Trying to think of the name of it. Nah, it's not coming to me. But something like the Impaler, for example, has pretty good range, pretty fast attack as well, and could easily be used in place of the wrenching whip, because it only has it had a critical attack, and now it does have a proper critical attack, and I don't know if that makes all the difference necessarily, especially because the whole idea of wrenching enemies towards you doesn't really work too well against elites or bosses, which are very resistant to any sort of movement. So it's not perfect, but you know what? Having something to differentiate it a little bit from any other fast weapon is something. Let's just say that. Pretty much, I guess what I'm saying is that it was fine before, and now it's slightly finer. But really, I didn't really think there was too much. I mean, really, I just never thought that the wrenching whip was a bad weapon or anything. It's always been a good weapon to me. It just, yeah, it's just kind of a boring milquetoast weapon. So, I don't know, whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Motion twin, you keep changing stuff up. Let that freak flag fly, and whatever. Oh, apparently I didn't have my knife storm at the ready here. Gonna be hitting up the sewer route because, hey, I think same justification that I use for using the death orb going through the sewer route. This is the Castlevania-esque weapon. Why not go the Castlevania-esque route where you get to go fight the Eldritch Horrors and go into sewers? Okay, I guess you don't go into sewers all that much in Castlevania games. Usually if you're going into anywhere, it's more of like a waterway. Got plenty of those. Including that one boss in Bloodlines that just... his entire deal was that he filled up the room with water so that you would eventually drown. So it was just a DPS race, except it was not even a difficult DPS race. You would pretty much beat him before you even had any idea what the alleged boss that you were fighting was supposed to be doing. Man, Bloodline was overall just a weird type of I will take that. And you know what? Yeah, sure. Grab the Artificer. I haven't done that mutation in a bit. Yeah, Bloodlines was a weird thing. You went to like Germany and beat up a cog golem in a automobile factory. Ah, goofy. Also had a dude that just used a straight up spear as a weapon. And the beefiest characters in Castlevania, maybe aside from the original concept art of the characters in back when Simon Belmont was doing his thing. Well, anyway, that's my treatise on where am I going? Here, I think. That's my treatise on Castlevania for the episode. Look forward to next time when I talk about how weird Haunted Castle was. Like, seriously, what was the deal with that game? Alright, there are also another thing that I've kind of wanted to do a little bit was, you know, I couldn't really do it as much because of new content, and there was the kick actually doing me bad there, was change up how I'm using the mutations a little bit. I tend to always take the same couple mutations, blah, 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 and in this latest patch, I think it's the perfect time to kind of change that up because they have improved and also de-improved, nerf I suppose would be the word that a normal person would use, some of the mutations so that the damage-causing ones do more damage, you know, making them a bit more competitive of a different type thing, and also competitive of a mutation at higher level cell difficulty, but also at the same time they have now, yes. I mean, is it really the best idea? I don't care. But, yes, they also have changed up a couple of the mutations, emergency triage especially, to be worse. I mean, it heals less now, I think about 15% less compared to the normal heal that you get, as well as reducing the invincibility bubble that you get around you to only 3 seconds, which, whatever, that does not actually matter all that much, since I don't need that extra 2 seconds, you know, every single time or whatever. Hey, 100% to a burning target. I didn't even realize that I grabbed that. Lucky. But yeah, I don't really need the entire invincibility time, and the ability to use it quick is more useful than the ability to have a full heal, for example. Nah, whatever, I don't even care. I'd rather have the good synergy right now and a little bit of damage reduction, so I can do stuff like that. All right, let's check out some of those other mutations. Yeah. Yeah, whoops. I thought I could get in the door quick enough. You'd think that doing the whole 5-cell all his fantabulous journey through time and space in the last episode. Yeah, 45%, 300% speed. That inside has a new thing on it. I don't know. Give me sequence. Interesting. Revenge still doing pretty good. Oh, contaminated potion now has... What is the word I'm thinking of? It's been improved, so it doesn't only heal 30%. It just heals you pretty much good. Just give me gastronomy. You know what? I don't take gastronomy too much, mostly because it's largely for just healing. Whatever, I don't think it's a big deal. Oh, man. But yeah, you think after doing the 5-cell mod there, I would be a little bit more careful with the way I'm playing, but no, that's not how I roll, dog. Heat treatment and time need... Oh, well, thanks for putting in a little bit more advanced of a tutorial motion, Twin, but I mean, come on. I think that if you have more than 2 hours in the game, you can probably... you don't need to necessarily have it on the screen at all points in time. I know what I'm doing here. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm playing Dead Cells here. What am I looking at right now? Not a very good skill spread out. I've been going a little too hard into brutality right now. So I think that it may be prudent to take a tactics or survival on the next go. Probably tactics, because that will give me the maximum amount of health possible. Although that will also leave me with a somewhat weaker build if I decide. Ah, crap! Really should take a shield with me when I'm doing stuff. Anyway, back to the sewers. Hey, nice. And there's my shield. Alright, let's do this. Alright, that was annoying. Anyway, I grabbed sequence here instead. So, hey, I don't know, it's different. I don't really have the perfect sort of makeup for Artificer anyway, so it's a decent choice. Although I think that if I do happen to lose the heart... I mean, I mostly take the heart as... Alright, you gotta stop doing that already. Yeah, do it. Do it! Ah, come on! There, see? That's what you get. Gravity. Gravity killing you. The fate that befalls all who deny my glory. I don't know. Anyway, first off, yep. And second off, okay, so yeah, I grabbed I didn't grab Artificer because I'm not really working with a focused build here, and besides, I want to try to use in something else anyway. So hey, I think it's a good choice. Probably should stop taking so much damage from ridiculous things. I mean, it's not really any different than the normal damage that I take, but still. Alright, whatever. Let's just go with that. You know, after doing that whole 5-cell... Hi. After doing that whole 5-cell mode thing, I was thinking a bit about, like, how difficulty is going to go in this game. And although I am kind of interested in what they are eventually going to do for... Hey, come on. Ugh, ridiculous. Just get down here. There. What? Hey, he's pushing me away before I can hit him. Whatever, anyway. So, I was saying about using, about 5-cell difficulty. Yeah, it's like, you know, that whole thing, it's like there was a lot of spam, and I do think that was one of the main issues that I had with how difficulty was going in previous, well, cell modes. The introduction of the infection marker, which, by the way, should be fixed now. Like, the infection markers actually show up on screen properly and don't look like something that it's not, you know? I don't know, it was kind of impossible to tell exactly what the infection markers were in the previous build of the game. It's a little more obvious now. Yeah, sure. Get a brutality up instead of just tactics. But anyway, it's a lot more original than the usual sort of just add more enemies and make more enemies tougher and blah, blah, blah. That is a thing that you do see a lot. I mean, I know I've talked about it a lot before with, like, hacks, for example. Why do I talk so much about Mario hacks? It's because they are, like, the most pure form of... They are the most pure form of, damn it, really. of difficulty that you can, like, find. There is no barrier to entry insofar as the creation of a hack goes, so that when it comes to level design on that, you get the most, like, pure form of what just some guy, Billy Bob Thornton, Billy Joe Bob has to, you know, say when creating a level. And it's one of those things where you always see specific patterns, whether it's, like, never leaving difficulty alone at, like, a level that's good, you know, always being like, oh, well, now that I've, you know, tested my hack out enough with save states usually, I gotta make it more difficult because now it's too easy for me. And then what they do is they'll just add a bunch of the toughest enemies possible over and over, put in a bullet generator, put in, you know, an artificially tiny time limit, put in, you know, such and such, this and that. And you see this every single time. And then when Super Mario Maker came out, you saw it just repeated in the same way. And honestly, the 5-cell mode reminded me almost exactly of a, you know, bad super expert Mario Maker level. Because it's just, okay, let's take the toughest enemies. I maybe should have actually taken that one. That could have some good synergies coming up later on. Well, not right now. But yeah, it's you take the toughest enemies and you put many, many, many of them in a... Come on, die already. You put many, many, many of them in a... Oh, come on. Don't even give me that. Anyway, yeah, I'll take that. Put many, many, many of them in a single area, and it's just like, that's the difficulty. There's no real, you know, interesting tactic that was had there. You know, you didn't really see any sort of particularly good or interesting design that, you know, there was no thought put into it, I suppose, is kind of how you could say it. And I do think that that was kind of true with a lot of the, with, like, original style 4-cell, you know, home style 4-cell mode. That it's like, I know that the cell difficulties were never supposed to be something that a lot of time was supposed to be put into. After all, if there was supposed to be a lot of time put into the different cell difficulties, we'd probably have the Corrupted Edition content, for example, like the Corrupted Ramparts appearing in here. Whereas this is just kind of a, hey, you beat the game? Well, beat the game like this. So I can't really expect too much out of Motion Twin for... Nice try. Expect too much out of Motion Twin so far as creating like a... Goodbye. Ha. As far as like a ton of stuff, but it was really just a lot of enemy spam, and then elite spam, and then in that 5-cell mode, all the elites. Forever. Everywhere. Never ending. What do I want? Let's take revenge. That's good. Oh yeah, right, I lost my other deal. I don't know, Artificer? Sure, why not? And that is, like, the bad way to do it. Of course, at the same time, all is just a single, you know, hacker. The creature in the sewers, I guess that would be. So, you know, creating like a super good version of the 5-cell mode or something with... It's like the infection markers had already existed in the game, so it's not like it took too much more to implement those into a difficulty mode or anything like that. But, you know, just making everything elites is... I don't know what I'm saying. I guess what I'm saying is that it is the laziest form of creating difficulty. Though that doesn't necessarily mean that it was bad or anything. But it was a very lazy form. It's a cheap form of difficulty, you know what I'm saying? So although it was fun for a single video, a sort of novelty like that, I don't even know if I would want that kind of in the game as a joke, you know? Alright, get down here. Or at the very least, you know, fix up the whole, like, shenanigans with elites, as it were. I also made an allusion to, getting over it, with Benet Foodie or whatever. You know, it's kind of like a, sort of like, ridiculously difficult... a streamer bait is what I said specifically. Come on. And that game has intentionally... I wouldn't even say bad, but just really awkward controls, you know, to get a... I don't know, a very specific style of game out of... to create a very specific style, a very specific type of game. And I don't think that that necessarily works for everything. For example, something like this, which controls pretty well and feels pretty good to play. It's... adding in stuff where, like, you purposely cannot move smoothly is maybe a little counter to the design of the game as well. Which is another part of the frustration as to why that exists. Of course, again, it was kind of made as a lark in the first place, so... it's all a wash in the end anyway. Anyway, this is obnoxious. Hey, I did it! That was weird. Alright. You should get the invincibility on... You should get the invincibility on using, damn, really? You should get invincibility on blocking, or on parrying a projectile, is what I was saying. I mean, you reflect back stuff, and I think also punishment and blood shield works if you do it in that way. I don't know, don't quote me on that. Oh, losing way too much health. Oh well. If I have to redo this, I don't necessarily have to go through this route again, you see. All I gotta do is get back to the area that I was already at. The secrets of video making. Alright, let's just take out one of these guys here. So we're not here all day. Yep, perfect. Alright, one more will do it. Come on. Like, what are you doing there, Tentacle Man? I actually got a stun off there, not bad. Oh, come on, that was a parry. Don't even lie to me and say that it wasn't. Oh, he's gonna go into bullet hell. I know it. I can feel it in my feet. Great Emerald's power allows me to feel. Anyway, it's done. Oh, that should also net me a Bloodthirsty Shield. Yeah, gimme. Do lose a bit of the damage reduction, but whatever. I got decent damage reduction out of... Oh, I guess I don't actually have a necklace, but I do have the Ice Bomb, so that works too. The sleeping. I prefer slumbering. Sanctuary and Dormy. Oh, they don't even have the things red barred out anymore. That's interesting. All right. I don't know if there's anything different that I would like to take, but I don't know. Real reason that I'm going through the, what do you call it, Slumbering Sanctuary here is because I want to grab the Spike Guard mutation, because I think that'd be pretty useful. in the future. I do think that it would be one of my bread and butter sort of things to grab in the game. Mostly because I want to... Come on, man. I want an upgrade for this already, since, you know, the upgrader ain't exactly here. But yes, I want the spike guard because I think that's going to be one of my bread and butter sort of mutations, because I really do like using the... utility type of mutations when I'm just going through levels. For example, using... Hey, nice. For example, using a alienation, or using a mutation like, I don't know, what am I thinking of? I guess the heart. The heart really is more of a utility mutation than anything that actually does anything for me. It just helps you get through areas easier, and especially something like alienation gives you good healing and also makes it so that it's, you know, there's more of a purpose to taking curse chests. I can just roll through these. I should remember that. And I think Spike Guard would be the same sort of thing. When I'm just going through levels, when I'm not fighting bosses, it'd be nice to have just so I'm able to... No, I actually want to go down here. It'd be nice to have just to be able to make getting through secret areas, challenge rifts a little bit easier. Because it does reward you with, you know, stat ups, so that's not insubstantial. It's pretty much the same reason that I will take that. Yeah, sure, you know what, you're not even doing all that much good for me anyway. Where's the defender? Not in a place that I can get to easily. You do get a stat up, so it's worth doing. It falls into the same sort of realm as curses, I would say, where it's worth doing. Yeah, no, just that. I think that's a regular treasure chest, or is that a cursed one? I don't even remember. Oh, it's a cursed treasure chest. I don't really want to screw around with curses right now, unless I was going to be taking... Here we are. All right. And... very clever, Motion Twin. But, I mean, I can just warp back up here anyway, so... Your cleverness was in vain. Tough nut. That's, Hey, look, I'm using, this thing now, and not talking about nuts. Alright. I want to be careful here because I don't want to have that happen. Damn. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but you know, it's how it goes. Boy, that one took a second to get. Jeez. I was really thinking that I was just about to have to restart the entire run again and see if I could, you know, have better luck next time or whatever. Anyway, hey, another kind of benefit to doing this here is that I'm able to get a more upgraded version of this weapon, so it does a little bit more damage. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. And also I managed to get 2 colorless pyrotechnics, one of which was legendary here, so I don't know. Whatever. Video games are weird sometimes. Anyway, back to, I don't know, playing the most dangerous game. Playing this game with this much life. I'll probably be fine. And if I'm not, I have that heart mutation. That's literally the main reason why I take that, you know. Additionally, I think the plan here is that I am going to be, if possible, grabbing a... Well, this will be pretty nice, just alone. But I'm going to be, if possible, grabbing a upgrade on the couple weapons that I got here in the next area. I looked at the patch notes, and apparently what you have to do is you have to meet the... I hate everything. Is that you have to meet the Forge Master before the miniature Forge Master guy actually appears. So, yeah, now that I saw him while fighting the Watcher there, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Ooh, nice. Well, I mean, it would be nicer if, you know... Oh, right, that's a little secret thing that I opened up, not actually a thing I can roll through. But yeah, now that I fought the Watcher, I can go... they appear in every single mid-level or whatever. I guess the idea was that you shouldn't really know about the Forge Master if, you haven't seen him before, so it's sort of a lore thing. Not that I care anything about lore, but, whatever. Anyway, I did not have enough stats last time either, so I did do a bit of cursed chest getting. Definitely think that's helping out quite a bit going through here. Surprised I haven't ran into a golem just yet. I mean, there's obviously one right there, but I'm not going to be running into him because I'm going to turn right the other way. Should I even go for Chuff Nut right now? Despite the fact the sanctuary is larger, there's not too many more teleporters around here. I don't know, I'm sure I could probably find two, maybe an extra couple stat ups as well, so it will likely be worth it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little less inclined to go full out on the cursing myself deal because, it was not easy to get this wrenching whip, so I'd rather not lose it immediately if possible. Maybe not. I mean, I can figure out something here. Oh, come on! I thought you were going to throw that above me. Oh, whatever. That was good for rally anyway. Getting a decent amount of damage off these bombs right now. I'll say that for free. I don't know. Anyway, I think that, yeah, I'm probably going to try to focus on getting... Ooh, I don't know how many. Why did... Anywho. Like, Anyway, yes, stats are important. A bit more important than I think I've been giving them credit for as of right now. So I'm going to try to go for... I don't know, like, I think 15... Oh, come on, what is the deal with this here? I bet I can probably run away before they even grab me back here anyway. And there we go. Take that, golems. Can't touch this. Can I? No, I can't. I'm actually pretty far away from even being able to upgrade anything. That's kind of surprising. Plus 100% on burning target, but not with that. Come on. There you go. There you go. Let's do this now. I mean, they're going to be pretty much constantly burning, so sure. Honestly, I don't think I really need the legendary pyrotechnics if I'm going to be using the wrenching whip with this good of modifiers on it. Yeah, and definitely going to want to upgrade the wrenching whip as much as possible because this is in all likelihood going to be sticking with me for the rest of the game. I don't really see too much of a reality where I'm going to be dropping it for a second version of this weapon. I mean, first off, I can't drop it at all unless it's another wrenching whip, because that kind of goes against the whole run that I'm trying to do here. But I doubt I'm going to get another wrenching whip, and if I do, I doubt it's going to be as good. More health or... Nah, screw it, more damage. Well, that's interesting. It's the first time I've seen the Sepulchre generate like that. Makes me wonder if that's a common thing now. Now that's damage. No bones about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a little extra health. I'm feeling a little unsure of myself as of right now. Oh, parchment right over there. I still like scroll. I guess the power parchment does come with the alliteration, though, so that's a thing? If you're all up into alliteration? If you're all about that I don't know. Shield, give me a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Ooh, comes with a free stat as well. But if I buy that one, I'm likely not going to be able to, and I don't have ice synergy, so in all likelihood, the bow is not going to be all that good. There's that use against the shield there. But yeah, if I get enough money to be able to effectively, or to get that shield, I doubt I'm going to be able to have enough to upgrade the wrenching whip after this, because there's not nearly as many elites in... Well, yeah, make me look like an idiot right now, eh? But yeah, there's not nearly as many elites in the, lesser cell modes, so you, don't have too much options for getting a whole ton of gold at once. Also, hey, they finally put in a little colonnade in, these areas, which is super nice, because that was not great before. Maybe I will actually be able to afford the deal. Because I'm getting a surprising amount of... That's not bad either, but not really what I'm looking for. I'm getting a decent amount of gold right now, all things considered. Might be going a little bit more in my favor than I initially thought it was. Well, I'll have to look to see if I can find another elite, because it's still going to be pretty expensive to upgrade the whip. So, gotta be careful about that. Gotta be a savvy consumer. Can't just go spending your money all willy-nilly. Or Willy Beamish. I'm gonna go grab that, I keep wanting to call it an assault shield. It's not called an assault shield. I did that for, like, the entire last... the entire 5-cell run deal. I kept calling it the assault shield. It's not called the assault shield. It's never been called the assault shield. And it's extra confusing because there is already a shield called the assault shield. Okay, let's get to this already. I highly doubt that I'm going to have too much trouble with the assassin. I mean, it's conceivable, certainly. It's... You know, you never actually win a run until you do, so... Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer and all that. But I do have some pretty good damage here. Now, the hand is going to be more of the issue as far as I'm guessing or concerned. Or concerned while guessing, I don't know. Because he always takes a lot more hits than you would expect him to. It is his nature. Then again, with these newest updates, he might be a little less tanky than normal, so... I don't know, I'm willing to... Hello. Yeah, another shield bearer? Sure. Wow. Surprised he got up that fast. Anyway, yeah, sure. I don't think having two... I'm not getting that much benefit from... using, what do you call it? Getting to, survival there. Because I'm already pretty high on survival and life right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh. Might want to switch out the mutations, though, too. I suppose it all depends on what I can get after I upgrade everything, because that's more of the... I mean, 26 versus 11. Yeah, I think I made the right call on not taking the extra survival there. Yeah, that all depends on how much money I got left after I successfully upgrade everything, which with 41,000 gold, it seems pretty likely at this point. I don't know. Where is the key? I guess somewhere on the top. Because that's the only place I can really... I guess maybe there's that other area over here, but I doubt it. Well, time to go check it out then. See what's popping off. Would like to get something, I don't know, a mutation or something to buff out my healing a bit, but if... I only need about 2... Hi. I only need about 2 flask charges to beat the hand normally, and I've been getting a lot better at fighting that dude lately. I don't like this at all. Okay, so I guess it is actually down here then. Never mind. I'm getting a lot better at fighting that dude lately, so I'm not super worried about it, especially because I was really close to jumping into that spike. Especially because I have a decently powered up force shield. I said it correctly this time. I forced my way to do it. Oh, it's called the Rampart. Alright. Rampart, I suppose, is easier to say. I don't know. I don't think it's all that much better or anything. Reroll it once. Probably should not be. Generate shield when used. Sure. And now I'm down on money a lot. But I did get an upgrade for that, so I'm going to call it a wash, especially with a new... Check it out. Yeah, it's a very, very brief shield, but it is a shield. So there's a new little thing. I'm going to say for the ability to kind of check out something new alone, it is entirely worth it. 100%. That little wall rune was pretty obvious there with the lighting for some reason. Lighting's still weird in the Sepulchre 2018. For president, I guess? I don't know, but the fact that it's still happening right now is... Yeah, because I remember when the Sepulchre was originally introduced, and you could very, very easily see where all the little wall runes were, because they were not even close to the same... Okay, the same color as everything else. Wait a second, did I forget to turn in that blueprint? Oh, that would be embarrassing if I didn't do that. Alright. Besides, I also still have another upgrade to get too. Yes, okay, I did get it this time. Good. I don't necessarily need to unlock it right now, but getting it was kind of a top priority. And I can't upgrade anything. What a smart idea picking up that. Yeah, gimme. Picking up that that bomb. It was totally worth it. This current setup that I got. The Guardian of Time? So I guess, because that was definitely said the assassin in French previously, so I guess things now have different names, even in French. Yeah, because the incomplete one was called the Guardian of the Bridge or something like that. Oh, nah, that was a bad dude. I don't know, if I'm being perfectly honest, I prefer the names that they had originally. Oh well, but it's not up to me to decide. Whee! Not getting too much damage off of the parries though, because I'm not building survival. Nope. One more second, come on. Dang assassin. So what did I get? Oh, that's... I would lose out on a thing, but it does provide me with inflammable oil and electrocutes enemies, which is kind of a weirdo one. So, sorry man, I gotta take it here. Oh, that's a pretty hefty cooldown period. I don't know. I'm a little curious as to what the castle is called, because it was just called the Chateau last time. And get that later, I guess. I don't know. How to cease. I don't know what that is. Alright, usual deal going on here. Probably going to... Man, I don't even know. Definitely have to save the money. Oh. This is a new painting. What is it? I guess just a... I guess just like a forestry area? A green type of bit? I don't know. I wonder if it's no longer a bunch of references and Rogue Legacy style portraits of already existing NPCs. Certainly seems like there's less of them in here. Probably should not have aggroed that guy. Oh well, it's probably fine. Yeah, that's not gonna help you at all, man. I got a whip. And I'm gonna whip it real good. Ew, I don't like any of that. You know what, I'm just gonna leave. I think that's the more prudent option. And hello. Well, apparently he did take quite a bit of damage from the fire, so I can't be disappointed at that. I don't know. Wonder if I'll be able to get a heal before the next boss, much like the assassin currently has. I mean, that would be nice, but somehow I doubt Motion Twin is too worried about that sort of nitty-gritty detail. Yeah, the portraits seem to be a little bit different here. Mostly vistas all around the place. Interesting. I'm largely working with a lot of fire, so I don't think going to the mortuary is the best idea right now. Oh, there's just straight up the king's hand. Looking very much like a, what is the name? The Guardians in Dark Souls. Also, hey, look, little cherry tree. That's nice. I wonder if... Nah. Well, maybe... Nah. I mean, they do know about the channel. No. And there's a second cherry tree. That's kind of cool. Where am I even going right now? I mean, to fight the alchemic laboratory, because I gotta go fight the slasher, since I'm not gonna be fighting the... Looking good. Since I'm not gonna be fighting the, oh god, what is his name now? I'm trying to even think. That 20-second cooldown is not... I think I gotta get rid of it. It's not worth it. But yeah, the, what am I saying here? I don't want to fight the mortuary guys. Can't quite tell what that one is. Looks like it's just kind of a rocky, craggy sort of area. I don't know. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I cannot believe that I got... Oh, hey, you can see the infection bar on the bottom there now a little bit more clearly. That's what it looks like in 4-cell mode, too. He was a bit tankier than I expected him to be. But yeah, if you look directly above my health bar, you see those yellow bars. That's what infection now looks like. You don't get like little green skull over your head now, and it also isn't as weird and janky looking as it was in the previous update. Also, all the UI issues should be fixed now as far as I know. Got Dark Prince's crown up there. Totally not worth sacrificing a heart because it's kind of garbage. Ooh, what's this guy? A final boss, perhaps? Enemies killing themselves in the bottom right corner? Well, I'm definitely interested in seeing what's the deal with that, but for right now, I want to try not to die to that guy either. All right, here we go. Let's good enough. Whatever. And I got a croissant out of it. What more can you ask for? Definitely interested in what that character is. Oh, there's a little observatory that is the background of the King's Hand fight now. That appears to be the darkest dungeon. Well, the Ancestors' estate, I guess, if you want to split hairs. Alright, where is the exit here? I've had enough of the castle for one run. Anything even worth going for here? Nah, not really. I guess I could probably check to see if I get a baguette down there or something, but I don't think it's worth it. Still the same thing, okay. Definitely interested in what that weird opal mutation is. I suppose it'll have to come up later, because I don't know. Oh, let's take a little bit of a look more, some more of the pictures. I have no idea who that guy is. I mean, there's the Nier Automata picture again. So I think the reference pictures are just rarer. Which, you know what? You know what? I say that's good. That is good enough to me. There's a ship getting attacked by tentacles, for example, of the Watcher type variety. Are there even any modifiers that I want to change up? Nah, I think I'm doing just fine here. I will do this, though. Probably go Revenge and Sadism. I feel like will do me a lot better in this upcoming battle. Oh, yep. I said something about infection, and also what is giving me 2 times damage? This is not good. I did not see that. Oh, okay. Hey, new animation. All right, let's go then. I mean, that's fine. I might be taking 2 times damage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm already dead. Oh, whoa, whoa, I cannot believe that I did not take damage there. Ugh, yeah, I can believe that I did take damage there. Alright, alright, alright. Woof! Rough, but not too bad. Oh, that was less good. I'm okay though. I can handle it. I'm actually just going to take 1 more. Oh, you are so very dead. And Oh, come on! I would just like to call shenanigans on that one for 1 second. That's fine. This is kind of... and... Yeah, suck on that, though. Also, he drops nothing now. Okay. What a good background. Alright, let's finish this up here. 2 times damage, jeez. Yeah, there's that guy again. Ooh, and what's that do? No idea. Another potential final boss? Perhaps. Another one of the reference ones. Oh yeah, he didn't drop anything, so I got no cells. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? All right. So yeah, I like the new wrenching whip. I got no problem with it at all. I mean, even at 2 times damage, I was able to beat the King's Hand, so that should say something.